Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 9 of the Sunderland Till I Die series here on Football Manager 2021. Before we get in the episode, however, please do hit that like and subscribe button if you do enjoy today's episode or any of my previous content, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you are alerted when these videos are released. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, we have absolutely massive bloody news coming into the Sunderland club at this moment in time. Sunderland potentially might be getting taken over. Now, on one side, absolutely fabulous, because we could potentially get a lot of money and get some absolutely incredible players and get promoted this year, next year, the year after. I don't know. The only concern is I might get sacked. So it's a catch-22. You might get a lot of money, could be a tycoon, could lose my job. It's one of them, and I'm absolutely terrified for it. We are currently under a transfer embargo. Thankfully, we're not in the summer or January, or that would be a particular problem. However, the board are pretty adamant and pretty determined to sell Sunderland Football Club. As you can see from the future seasons, the board's vision is to sell the club in the next 4 years, and they're definitely on course to do that. I'm not too sure if it is a tycoon. I'm not sure if there's any specific message to say if it is a tycoon. All we know is that someone called Mark Smith is going to be taken over potentially with a £25.5 million deal. Hopefully he'll put a little bit of money into the club that will allow us to improve our youth facilities, our training facilities, develop some of the younger generation of players. Now, if you did take notice, or you did see at the date, at the top right of your screen, you will know that we are quite close to Regen Day. Now, this is the first time I've actually gone into the Youth Candidates preview screen. I haven't personally seen it yet, so we're looking at this together. So if we have a look, we apparently have a pretty good group of players coming through. We have a good young Scottish striker from Bonnybridge, don't know where it is. We have a forward who can be considered a fine prospect. Now, obviously we are in League One. The players that we get through, unless they're an absolute wildy, probably aren't going to be able to get developed that well, just because if we're aiming to progress and develop as well as we are looking to do, a lot of the players that come through our youth system, especially this year and potentially next year, aren't going to be able to be on our first team, once again, unless we get an absolute wildy. Now, I'm not too sure if Sunderland have a decent youth facilities. I can't really remember. We'll have a look together. And we do have excellent youth facilities. However, we do have poor youth recruitment average, if we want to be a bit more specific. So there's a potential we can get a really good player. Is the potential we're going to get an absolute world beater? Probably not. However, let's never say never. Of course, if you do want to get a regen, do put it in the comment section below if you would like to have a certain regen, or feel free to message on any of my socials, Discord, Twitter, on Twitch, potentially all in the description and have been on screen as well. Feel free to message me if you would like a regen in this YouTube save. At some point, we will probably do it that you need to have a certain criteria, or you need to have a certain role or something like that to have a regen in my YouTube saves. However, for now, everyone is allowed a regen, so feel free to put it in the comment section so that you do not miss out on someone, and do let me know the position and everything like that, anything specific. I'll be more than happy to oblige. Now, since the last episode, which was of course the absolutely bloody tremendous 2-0 win, the unexpected victory against MK Dons, absolutely fantastic result. Since then, it's been a little bit of a mixture, one each in a win, a loss and a draw against teams that you'd probably expect us to beat, which seems to be the sort of catalyst of this season. We seem to be saying that a lot. We seem to beat the teams that we shouldn't beat, and we seem to be losing and drawing against the teams that we should be beating. And if we want to have any chance of not only getting promoted and getting into the players, but also keeping our job, we need to start turning them winnable games into actual wins. Otherwise, we are going to find ourselves in a little bit of bother come towards the end of the season. But we have only played 3 games since the last episode, which was against Doncaster, Burton and Fleetwood, respectively. Now, if we look at the league table, as you can see, Doncaster is the hardest of all 3 teams there, currently sat in 11th. However, Burton and Northampton in 22nd and 20th, and unfortunately, not Northampton, it was Fleetwood, wasn't it? I'm an idiot. Fleetwood in 23rd. So as you can see, one of them teams we didn't beat, and we are going to go into each game individually, starting with Doncaster. As I said, our first game was at home against Doncaster, a 2-2 draw, where you're going to look at the goal scorers, and to say the frustration got to about here, at the top of the webcam screen here, is an understatement. We went 2-0 up through Pellegrini. He started absolutely unbelievably, by the way. He's scored about 5 goals since he's come in. And Ben Woodburn getting himself on the score sheet. One of the rare goals he gets this year, obviously on loan from Liverpool. And we threw it away. We threw it away like a bloody bottle. And the amount of bottles I threw after this game, I may as well opened a Sports Direct shop, because I probably would have been able to sell them all. But no, it didn't go great for us. Obviously, very disappointing to let ourselves slip from a 2-0 lead. And this isn't the only game where we do let a lead slip, but we'll have to have a look at that in a second. But yeah, 2-2 draw. Obviously, the hardest game of this little group of games while you have been away against Doncaster. It was nice to get a point, but considering the position that we were in, very disappointing, really, really disappointing. And especially being at home, especially with the pressure, with being under a transfer embargo as well, we didn't want to start going on a bad run of form. And it started to look like we were going to go on a bad run of form at arguably the worst time, where we did lose our next game against Burton away from home. Now, despite being away from home, once again, a game that we should be winning against a very, very poor Burton side. I do apologise for any Burton fans watching this series, but you're not doing great this year. And the fact that we lost against you was incredibly annoying. And they did take a 2-0 lead. So the potential for us to go from 2-0 up to 2-0 draw to get a to get our vengeance, redemption. It'll be one of them. But unfortunately, we weren't able to complete the comeback. Pellegrini did get a goal in the 86th minute to add a little bit of slimmer of hope to myself and the players and the fans. But unfortunately, we were not able to get ourselves a way back into the game, and it was incredibly disappointing. Thankfully, we were able to get ourselves back in winning ways. And, I mean, there's only one way to describe this game. Bloody ridiculous. It's the episode of late goals in today's video. 2-1 at home to Fleetwood. And it was a very, very ridiculous game. We had so many chances to put this game to bed, but we were unable to finish our dinner until the 91st and the 93rd minute. They did initially take the lead 3 minutes from time, and I'm not gonna describe it to you, but I'm sure you can imagine the absolute fear on my face. But we were able to somehow get the comebacks of all comebacks, with Ben Woodburn drawing us level at the 91st minute, just hoping to get a point. But Dion Sanderson, our right back, finishing one of the best games of the season for me playing. The nerves, the emotion in this game was absolutely ridiculous. And we were able to get all 3 points out of nothing, really. I mean, we were absolute dominant, but considering we had 21 shots, only got a 1.46 expected goal, we probably didn't expect to win it, but we were able to. And that does leave us in a grand total of 7th. So we haven't moved. Still on out of the playoffs because of goal difference. However, we are within touching distance of Peterborough, and a win against the team we're playing today, Crew, can get us into that playoff position. However, Crew are in 10th. It's away from home. It's going to be a very difficult game, but so is the MK Dons game, and we were able to get a positive result. Hopefully, it will be the same ilk in today's game. Now, the lineup going into today's game is going to be the following. We have Lee Burge in goal. We have Dion Sanderson, the hero of the last game. Alex Janamaji in centre-back. Bailey White in centre-back. Den of Hume in left-back. Max Power and Carl Winchester as your midfield double. And your quadruple of attackers. Jordan Jones, Chris Maguire, Ben Woodburn and Pietro Pellegrini. And what a signing he's been so far. 4 goals in 5 appearances. I said it in yesterday's episode he would change the squad, and my God has he changed the squad. If I can somehow get him on loan again next year, should we try and see if we can get him on? Right, never mind. We're going to try and get him on loan again next year, because if we can get him, I have every bit of confidence we can definitely get promoted. And I mean, what a story it would have been if we were able to get him at the start of this year. I mean, where could we be with Pellegrini? I mean, that's definitely going to be the title of the video. Where would we be without Pellegrini? I'm basically a poet, aren't I? I'm a poet. I'm a football manager poet, ladies and gentlemen. But no, going into today's game, this is going to be our lineup. This tactic hasn't been doing too well the past few games, so I'm not too sure if we need to change anything. I don't want to panic. However, if we're not getting results, something needs to change, right? We're going to have to change something. But we are going to go to today's game. We do have a few fitness issues. I'm going to keep Jordan Jones just because of how good he is. We can't afford not to play our best players going into a very difficult game. But what is everyone saying? Nothing of note. So we are going to go into the match. Wish me luck. We're going to do the team talk. Here we go. Okay, we have a very, very early chance from a very ambitious effort from White there for Crew. However, we have got ourselves the ball. Winchester in midfield. Can we create something from deep? Maybe a delicious ball from Winchester to the fullbacks. He's going on a little bit of a decent roll. Jordan Jones. Can he pass it to right back? He does. Sanderson. Can he get a good cross in for Pellegrini? He's relatively tall. Pellegrini! Ladies and gentlemen, the man has arrived. Pietro Pellegrini with another goal in the Sunderland shirt. It's a very well-worked goal, I must say. Dion Sanderson on the right-hand side getting an absolute pinpoint cross. And Pellegrini is just the dominant force on this pitch, quickly becoming a cult hero between myself and Sunderland fans. And we do find ourselves in the playoff positions. And there is another chance very early in the game. And it's a poor, I'm assuming that was a poor cross from our side there. Very reminiscent of the goal that we just scored. A poor shot or chance from Crew results in our goal. But I mean, it's another ambitious ball and it doesn't work out. And now Crew do have the chance to create something here. Whistle to right-hand side to Jones. Kirk is going to go out to Jones on the right-hand side. Can we get a tackle in? We don't. And it's Walker. And I don't know what we're doing defensively. I mean, what a game this has started out to be. 1-1 before 8 minutes, blimey. And it's a poor defensive job from our centre-back, Shamji, and right there. I mean, he should have been marked. I mean, starting the centre-backs, Dion Sanderson from hero to zero. Very quickly, Walker with a slotted finish past Burge. Putting it at 1-1. Oh, this isn't what we need. I mean, it's been one shot for either team, one goal. And I've just realised how close it is towards going into this playoff, the playoff positions. There is 4 teams that can potentially miss out on 5th and 6th here. I mean, this is going to be, even with Crew and Wigan, obviously we're playing Crew today, but I mean, it's very, very close. From 12th to 6th, there is 4 points separating us. That is mental. And as we do go into half time, am I happy away from home? I mean, I don't know what I've said there, but we'll be fine. Max Power has got a yellow card, and of course he has been sent off this year. And I'm going to say, there's a lot more to come from you and no one cares. Fantastic news. Can we start off the second half like we did in the first? Potentially. Maguire, it's a ball in. Oh no, Mandron. He's on the counter-attack. I'm not sure how quick he is. That's a great tackle from Max Power. We said he got sent off, but that was an absolute well-timed tackle. Jordan Jones on the right-hand side. Max Power. Woodburn. Maguire. Are we going to create something here? Hopefully we don't get counter-attacked. Oh no. Okay, thankfully we're able to get the second ball. Sanderson. All of our attacks are coming through the right side through Jordan Jones. That's a red card. VAR. Alex, assistant referee. And it is a red card for Harry Pickering. Not Ronnie Pickering. Bloody Harry Pickering. And that does put the ball in our court. The question is whether or not we're going to be able to kick it and get in the goal. Or are we going to miss and hit a 19-year-old in the stands that's come to support our team and upset his family and send an apology letter. Right, 19 minutes to go before full time. Oh, we can't. Please don't do this. Captain Kirk from Star Trek's apparently playing for Crew. And it looks like he's going to go all the way. Is he going to cross it? Don't give away a pen. It's flipping Max Power. Is that a red card as well? Max Power, you're an idiot, mate. What the... Please save this Burge, whatever your name is, Finney. That's a great penalty, to be fair. Get him off. Get him off. I hate my captain. Captain Fantastic, more like Captain Prick. I can't believe he's done that. What an idiot Max Power is. If we lose this game, it's all down to him. Oh, I can't believe it. I mean, they're down to 10 men, and we're going to potentially lose this game. Sanderson on the right-hand side. Ball to Jones. Pellegrini, can he get himself another? It's a ball in. Woodburn. Oh, what a finish. Let's go. We're back in the game. Quick succession. Let's go. Let's bloody go. All of our attacks are coming through this right-hand side. So I'm potentially thinking that we focus our play down the right, because we're bloody tactical geniuses, everyone. Can we get ourselves another goal before full time? I am going to go a little bit attacking, try and force the issue a little bit. They're down to 10 men. 5 minutes to go. Another late goal potentially. The minutes are ticking away, however. And it looks like it is going to end with a 2-2 draw. I mean, I feel like we are probably the most disappointed out of the two managers and our terrible performance. He is not playing the next game. He may be our captain, but he's going to be captaining the bloody youth team if he carries on. I wonder who else is there. Does anyone know? I don't. But that is so frustrating. We're still in 7th. Are we ever going to escape 7th? For God's sake. We can't escape this position. And once again, we are still outside the playoffs because of goddamn goal difference. I think the league table is the exact same as what it was as we went into this episode, which is very, very bizarre. But yeah, I mean, what do you think of the game that's just happened? Do you think it went well, went badly? Let me know. Let me know what you think of the overall performance. I mean, considering we're away from home, crooned in 9th, we can't be too disappointed. However, where are we going to come for the next episode? I think the next game we are going to come back to is going to be the Bristol Rovers game at the end of March. So we have got a pretty big break in between now and then. Of course, we will have Regen Day in the next episode, so you will know of any serious developments of players I have in the next episode. But of course, that is going to bring us to the end of the episode. Of course, if you have enjoyed today's video or any of my previous content, make sure you hit that hit that like and subscribe button, and make sure you hit that notification bell as well. And thank you all so much for watching. Have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you're on the world. Keep yourself safe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.